Okay, so today we're gonna talk about previsualization. I see a big problem in the fourth year students, and you also have this problem now, I think, because you sit at your home and you does not have access to the space and to the equipment. Yeah, you do not have access even to university now. So in case if you want to build your installation or test it or work on it, even design, you need to know how it's gonna look. So you need to do previsualization somehow. I will show you a few simple ways how to do it in Touch Designer, so you actually can test out and see how it's gonna look. Does you set up and program it right? Does your sizes right? And so and so. So if you go to like simple, just look for stage design. We will not gonna build like complex stage today, but I do like this one, for example. So we can think how we can work with it, how you can program it, or more like simple shape, even like this, how to set up in Touch Designer and how to do the visualization. So let's start from building the stage first. I will do it in Cinema 4D, quite quick. Are you stuck? No. Okay. So first of all, I will put some person there. Okay, I'm not really caring now, so whatever. What's this for? To know the sizes, right? So let's say first of all I will create cylinder. It's gonna be our stage, and I would say it's gonna let's say our stage gonna be 6 meters diameter, maybe even like 10. Let's put a little bit more rotation segments, make it more smooth, and height of our stage 50 centimeters. Okay, I put it here. I put the plane, and this plane is the ground, and I get another plane, this is gonna be backside. I will put it 2 meters away, behind. And so this is wall, back wall. Okay, so we move person up on the stage. So next things I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set up the back screen. That's gonna be made, let's say, from the same kind of elements. Can use disk. Attaching Z plus. Move it up. And what's the size of this disk? It's so 2 meters disk. Let's say like each disk 50 centimeters. And let's build some shape from them. So for this one I will use cloner. And it should be something like this. Maybe less. You see, so we have small gap. We move it up. So okay, let's say they start from here. And we will have 5 here. And after I can move this cloner here. And for coordinates, I just need to do offset 2. So this is gonna be 250, 245. We have 90 centimeters between here, and this is supposed to 0. So this one should be around 70. You can just see. Okay, something like this. -78. We can make another one. It's going to be -78. After I can move this again. 78 plus 78 plus 45, and I will make less of them. Clone one more plus 78 minus 45. Clone one more plus 78 minus 45. Clone one more plus 78 minus 45. I know, like plus 45 plus 45, and let's say less of them. One more one more. I will kill this one for now. And actually what I can do, I can put this one in the group, another group. Center. This is gonna be right part. And this right part I can put into symmetry. Okay, I need to adjust the position of the object and for symmetry also. Okay, actually it should be something like this. Let's create some simple material, apply to this so we can see. So this is kind of like one part of our stage. I will put in the group and I will call it back, and we will move it actually back. Next part, what I gonna do, I will create few planes, and let's say they will be, okay, 1 meter wide and 3 meter height. Okay, maybe 4 meter height. And for them, actually, let's just set up something like this. And again, I can use cloner. Okay. Here actually I need, yeah. Let's actually do it like this. Oh, and I can rotate them. Okay, fix clone. So actually this one should be 0, 0 now. and I can give rotation -30, for example. And for cloner, Y move a little bit, X gonna move a little bit, and Z gonna move a little bit. And for that, yeah, maybe more, have a little bit more level. And I think angle here, let's start from 0, but next we will add some deep angle. So like this, and again we can put symmetry inside the if, and now we have them there. Let's put some material. Okay, now we can see them. So something like this. And what I'm gonna do, this one I will convert to the polygons, and I can choose this surface. Okay, before I convert, I need to put like less height segment. I need just one. C, convert, select them, and split. So now I have it separate also. Cylinder, screen, so it's gonna be screen. Also, let's delete. And for our original cylinder, I can delete this one. And actually we not really need this like bottom part also. I just can easily clean up it. Why I delete this one? Because I don't want this overlay with another geometry. It can make some glitchy effect. And now I need to switch back to the connect, and I can create another one on the top. And make it smaller. So this is gonna be another screen. Okay, so let's say this is gonna be our stage, something like this. Actually, we can build one more box, size 6, 150, size 8, 6. We just can put it in front, something like this. This is gonna be actual stage, and all other stuff we can just move up a bit. Okay, let's say this is gonna be our stage. Next step, I better will export all this object separate. So for example, okay, this one I don't need maybe actually now. Okay, this plane, it's gonna be floor. I can delete it. I don't need it also. So this is stage. It's nothing gonna happen here. We have this cylinder. We have these panels. We have this back wall. And we have bottom stage and cylinder. Okay, this cylinder screen and here cylinder screen. So I can select them. File, export. It could be FBX or object. I actually don't care. Let's do FBX. So selection only. We don't need cameras, splines, instance. We don't need anything. We don't need any animation. We have normals. Textures we don't need. But whatever, we can leave it. We will replace it after. Second one. Everything the same. Why I do it separate? You can do not do because FBX still can have these groups, but I just wanna have more control over it. Back wall, we have instancing as this, so to clean it up, I will clean it and I will state current state to object, or I will use connect and delete. In this case, I need just one. I don't need them separate. Oh, maybe let's adjust it a little bit. Actually, I can make also a little bit 3D feeling with this one. Let's adjust a little bit more. To make it more interesting. Okay, let's do two-way. First one, I select this, export FBX, but here we need instances, and I will do back one, and I will select all this stuff. connect to delete, and we'll export it again. Back to, so we will see difference. I go back here, and the same with the panels. I can do, but with panels, what I do, I don't want to really instancing, but I will use current state to object. Okay, let's do the same way. First of all, export FBX. Panels. And this is pretty much so. Let's save for now and try to go with the open it, load, save. I will create the container, stage previsualization, go inside, and actually I can load all my elements here. Back one. Okay, back one, as we remember, it was with instancing, so touch merge them to one mesh at the end. Back two, it's when I merge it by themselves, so at the end here is no difference. Cylinder screen top, panels, and stage. I open geometry viewer here, and yeah, I forget one part. Let's export person also, so we can see the sizes. This one a little bit crazy because it does not have textures. So actually I will just kill textures. So this is object. I don't really need her tongue. Okay, arms I can keep. They have material here. Actually, I will kill her for now, and I will export again, but without materials. I wanna her just very simple. And this is quite crazy, right? So again, maybe I will go to Cinema 4D, just collect all them, connect object to delete. So just make her like this. I can delete all materials. So just have simple 3D. Okay, faster, better, works. And I do not have this one. And I can create another geometry. Will be just grid. I don't need so many rows and columns. And I need just big size. And I need to show them here. And actually I curious where is this grid. You see the scale now? It's quite crazy, right? 100, 100. So okay, I can make my grid 100 by 100. But all these elements is too big now. Like 1000. So I will set up the scale. Actually something like this. It's a bit more right, yeah, because okay, it is 20 meters, but my stage should be 15 meters. Okay, this is better looks. Next things I'm gonna do, I will create some, let's say, ambient light here. And I can create some camera. And I can create some render. And again, my camera, I need to go more far away. Render I can put to the null. Okay, this is how it looks. And I will put another null here. It's gonna be in the center of the stage, so my camera can see this null. So now I can move my camera up. So here it looks something like this. Okay. So next things to do, let's create some simple material. Let's create some simple font for the person. And another simple font for our plate. In our background, let's say we're gonna have quite dark. Okay, we have our person, and our stage gonna be the base stage, gonna be the same color as this one. And let's create some another light a little bit so we can have some shadow, some effect here at least. And this light, it's 10. Let's move it like 10 to the x. Okay. And one more. It's minus 10 to the x, so from another side. It's maybe minus 20. And this one maybe 0.2. And this is 0.5. And ambient light, I also will set up dimmer, so make it a little bit more dark. Yeah, our environment stage. For camera, again, I can set up fog, some color for fog. Yeah, for color. And here let's set up the same. Okay. So we have something start to work. Okay. So next things, what we need to do, we need to apply materials for our objects. Let's go to our panels, but our panels, you see here also the mesh. I will delete materials from inside of our objects. Okay, works. For this is our stage, we can create another, let's say, BBR, put it here, and stage, let's give some maybe reflection to it. Let's move our camera here a little bit so we can see how it looks a little bit more. Next things what we can do, we can use this our back stuff, and I will create just normal PBR material to here. And it's have color. It does not gonna have any metallic. I don't need like really roughness here. Ambient occlusion, environment light, okay. So now it's black. But for this back, I will create a light. And this is light gonna be spotlight, con light. And I need setup position, let's say 20. So you see it here. And I will translate it up. You see here, we can see some objects already. And I can make con bigger. I can do orthographic render extension. And let's get some simple movie file in. Like say what this one. No. Okay. This is how it looks. So this is one way how we can do it. Okay, if we need to make it brighter much more. And as I change light to the orthographic, I need to move it more far away. I can adjust angle. So actually something like this. So this is gonna be our projection. But you see it's also affect other parts. This is kind of nice to have this effect, but you see it have some problem, right? What another way we can do it? Okay, this one I need to clean up. Put PBR here. And this light we can just disable. and I can apply the base color map here. But you see here, if you're doing like this, we have problem because this one, they have wrong UV map. So in this case, I can try to do something like this. Open here, go inside, this is disable, and here let's try texture. And we can define the texture. Okay, orthographic, yeah. Scale 1, 1, 1. Actually, I can use it for emit map. It's a little bit better, yeah. Okay, yeah. So use it for emit map. Okay. Now you can see it. So we have our screen on which we apply this is texture. So in this case, this slide I don't need. So that's what we can do now for all this stuff. Just can copy it and apply here material for bottom, but here again we need to go inside and do texture, or you need to do this text UV map first in the so here we need cylindrical, something like this. The same we will need to do here. And you can see different one, yeah. It's not this one open. I need to open this one actually. And for panels, we have our panels, but here is the same problem now. We have texture. Okay, orthographic. And actually here I will create another geometry. And all our geometry I will copy inside of this one. Because this one actually we're gonna use after for our previsualization. So what we need to do next, we need to check if our texture all right. Let's do ramp, and here I can display okay. This one. So you see cylinder, we have some problem. Panels and this also, so need to go inside and see. Okay, cylindrical. Maybe not really works. Or maybe here we can tube. Actually, we can try use tube here. Let's do primitive, and we can just match with the size. It is have tube. No. Polygon. Okay, I think what I can do here, better way, I get this. And I get here another geometry. Put it inside. You remember here we have like scale down the size, so here we need like change size back. That's the question here, I think. So now what I need to do for this tube, I need match it with the one we have. Let me disable ground first. Okay. Need to move here. A little bit back, a little bit smaller. Okay, now I would say it's match it. And now I need just adjust the size. So this one I can delete. And this one should have the texture actually. Okay, it's still tricky here. We can try to do this part. I always don't like if you go with more complex shape. Let's create new texture. Yeah, it's already have. Okay, so that's what we can do here. It should be like this. Export to the same one. And this one. Okay, this is not this one.